Hello, and welcome back to another review video in regards to an NFP trade that was taken by the Liquidity Scalper at the 1st of August. What you can see is that during NFP, we actually went all the way down and leaving only buy-side liquidity pools. This is eventually followed up by taking out a short-term low in which a fair value gap has been created. You see the scalper entering with 10 contracts and taking the first trade off and eventually going to break even. This is a perfect example of how the NW Futures Liquidity Scalper actually manages your trade with a solid model. This is the preset model of 15 minutes that you can actually select. What it will do, it will make sure that it actually keeps count of the liquidity pools throughout the day, and it will go to break even once it closes above the first profit target, what you have seen here. So we entered 1 minute after we already hit our take profit target. We didn't close above, and once the third candle after our take profit target was hit, it closes above our first profit target and we go to break even, as you can see. The rest is basically history, but if you want to try this out, you can have your own free trial of the NW Futures Liquidity Scalper. It's a NeoTrader variant for automatic trading. What you just saw over here was that a new liquidity pool was created and our take profit targets were adjusted. Taking a take profit target at 22,984. What we also see right now is that we are trailing our stop loss up. For this current preset model that is being used, a trailing stop of 155 handles is used, so that means that whenever the closing price is 155 handles or more, we will trail our stop up. Yeah, if you are interested, go to mwshops.nl to request your free trial for emotional free trading in regards to all ICT concepts that you can create with it, with the NW Futures Liquidity Scalper. And for the rest, enjoy the video. A wonderful example again of what you just saw. A new liquidity pool was created and the scalper adjusted our take profit targets where a new sell limit order at 23,022.5 points was placed. We are still in this trade. There's nothing going on. It's just, again, doing its thing, trailing the stop loss, placing new limits and managing the trade. Again, if you want your own free trial without any strings attached, visit mwshops.nl to reserve your own 2-month free trial of the NW Futures Liquidity Scalper to create your own time and price based ICT models. And I am currently always trying to develop new things, new filters to filter out and create potentially new, better models of ICT. Again, a perfect example. New liquidity pool was created. So what happens? The following happens. We create a new sell limit order at 22,959. We still haven't hit our stop loss, meaning it will just manage the trade just fine. For your information, in this NFP trade, the eventual trade itself actually had a profit of 2k USD dollars. Trading does involve risk, obviously, so this is not a claim or anything. This is just this particular trade being placed. There we go. As you can see, that new liquidity pool was taken out, so we take a profit there. It looks like we are trying to hook that 23,022.5 right now, creating some equal highs, as you can see. So at this point, while I was watching the charts and analyzing what the liquidity scalper did, I was fairly confident that we were going up furthermore. So let's see how the liquidity scalper actually handles this. And there we go, another take profit being placed. We closed even higher, meaning that our stop loss moved up as well. Our trailing stop is right now at 22,884, as you can see. Just a perfect example if you use the preset model from my personal script. It's called the 15 minutes model. It is a heavy scalping model with a lot of filters being used in regards to premium and discounted prices. It's a very particularly safe model that I personally use, that I enjoy. If you want to see the full statistics of what this model can do, visit mwshops.nl and you will see a fully backtest data sheet used on tick replay data of the past 5 years. So an interesting to note from this particular trade during NFP was that the initial trades, the entry was placed in heavy discounts compared to the daily liquidity matrix with premium and discount. We already took off 1, 2, 3, 5 contracts of the initial 11 contracts being entered with, and we will see that a new liquidity pool was formed at 23,045.5 handles. Let's see if we actually also manage to take a trade here. We do see that market structure has shifted down right now, but we are safe. Our trailed stop loss is right now at a short-term low. Actually, it's not a short-term low, it's actually a long-term low, and it's also placed actually at a sell-side liquidity pool right now at 22,896.5 handles. It looks that we are going to be stopped out fairly soon right now if price continues going this way, but it doesn't matter. We will be stopped out in profit. We already made a huge buck. As you can see, we are still up in total over 150 handles, so we should be fine. If you have got any questions in regards to how the MW Futures Liquidity Scalper works, feel free to leave a comment, obviously, and I will be happily able to reply to your comment and answer all your questions. And there we go, we got stopped out on our trailing loss, eventually giving us the full entire trade, where we took off 1, 2, 3, 5 contracts on 11 contracts entry. This trade was a 2k profit trade, fully automated by the MW Futures Liquidity Scalper, available at mwshops.nl. Claim your free 2-month trial right now if you want to experience emotionally free trading. And yeah, and I hope to see you soon. So bye bye.